clash of the cartels, right, from so many blocks away. For some reason, people think the mridanga sound carries very far, but I always would hear the cartels first. Just hearing that sound, I would be filled with happiness. And then as the sound got closer, I would be more and more happy. Then when I actually saw the devotees, I was happier. And when I heard them chanting Hare Krishna, I was happier. Why don't I experience that now? Because then my ego wasn't involved. That I was able to see Krishna consciousness without any ego. I had no ego connection with Krishna consciousness. I didn't think I knew anything about Krishna consciousness. I didn't think I had any connection with Krishna consciousness. I didn't think I was anybody in Krishna consciousness. And just because of that, right, however foolish, ignorant, degraded, low-class person I was, and I was certainly all of those things, Krishna consciousness appeared very beautiful to me. But I had no qualification. I was living in the sewer practically, engaged in all kinds of disgusting, horrible, despicable activities day and night. But Krishna consciousness appeared very beautiful to me because I had no ego involved. Then as my ego got involved, a little closer, then all of a sudden I thought I knew something about Krishna consciousness, and I think I am somebody in Krishna consciousness. And then all of a sudden I don't feel it anymore. Now I hear the kirtan from 2 blocks away. I'm right in the room where the kirtan's happening. Maybe I'm even singing the kirtan, but I don't have that same feeling anymore. Because ego. So it's not a question of ability, it's a question of ego. When we understand this language or that language or any language. And even Lord Brahma said, Jananta eva janantu kim bahutya name Prabhu. Other people may say they know, but I'll never say it again. And previously he thought he knew, which is very hopeful for us. Even though we're in the Brahma Sampradaya, all of us, that he's the head of our Sampradaya, but still, he showed how to correct that feeling. He thought he knew something about Krishna. That from his external observation, he observed something of Krishna. And then he tried to teach Krishna a lesson. Because everyone was so mad after Krishna, Brahma felt a little insulted. So why is everybody running after this cowherd boy? He's so special, he's changing this, he's changing Indra-Jagya, he's changing so many things. I'm going to teach him a lesson. We know the story. Brahma took all his cows and cowherd boys and hid them in a cave. Krishna manifested them again, exactly like they were. Every cow looked exactly the same, every calf looked exactly the same, every cowherd boy looked exactly the same. Then Brahma was bewildered. I thought I took these away and hid them in a cave, but they're all there. Then he went to his cave and saw he still had them, but still they were all there, exactly the same. And then Brahma surrendered to Krishna. He said that. Jananteva janantu tim bahupya name Prabhu. He didn't just say that. He said so many things. And that Jnane prayasa mudapasana manteva, that Mahaprabhu accepted as the real essence of spirituality. That is Brahma's prayer. So many of Brahma's prayers are the gems of the conception of our sampradaya. So he's teaching us, yes, we can go through ego and get bewildered and get confused and so many things, but we can be corrected. It's not hopeless. And we approached one way without ego, then so many things happen to us, and they also happen naturally, not unnaturally. Like Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he explains that as the creeper of devotion grows within us, naturally, weeds also grow. Not because we're sinful animals or anything like that. Kaviraj Goswami says naturally, as the creeper of devotion grows, weeds also grow. Then you have to be careful to remove them. And you have to correct yourself. Introspection. And Gurudev is teaching us the most important point, to stop trying to correct others. Stop trying to correct all the external things that are not within our power to correct. We can't change anything outside of us. We can only change ourselves. But mostly we pass our life trying to change the external environment. The price of petrol, whatever. the Prime Minister, this, that, the cost of food, so many things occupy our time, whether the iPhone will be unlocked or locked or
cheaper.
So many things occupy us, these little trivial things. But we're not trying to correct the real problem which is within us. And Gurudev is teaching us that. When we were in Russia recently, there was a storm and the electricity went off. And then I mentioned to Srila Gurudev that a previous time when the electricity was going on and off, it burnt my AC adapter for my computer. And I recommended to Srila Gurudev that his AC adapter would be unplugged. And then he said, I am always dealing with everything like a student. I am never dealing with anything like a master. So I'm always trying to learn something from somebody everywhere. Whenever I see that somebody knows something, I want to learn that. I never look at things like I'm a master. And I always look like I'm a student. But he is the master. He's all of our, everyone here. He's our master. But he's not thinking like that. That's why he's our master. That's why we very happily accept him as our master. Because he's not thinking like that. Oh, I'm the master of this, I'm the master of that, I'm the master of something else. But he's looking like a student. Then how should we look? I think, what should our perception be? Like this morning, we were discussing some medical things, some doctors with Srila Gurudev, different doctors, Indian doctors. And then what is the sign of a good doctor? And a good doctor, this is just about external medicine, that's always trying to learn something, because there's always something new to learn in their field about medicine. So a good doctor, no matter how many years experience, they're always trying to learn something. So what about us? We're dealing with the infinite. When do we stop? When do we know enough? When have we already understood the infinite? And it's not necessary to search anymore. Never. And we'll never be at that stage. When does the infinite become stagnant? That we've already put it aside. Oh yeah, that I know that. I understood that. I mean, so many things in life we approach like that. People bring up some subject. Yeah, I know that. Especially if you have children, whatever you say to them, that's their response. I know. So Brahma said, other people can say I know, but I'm not going to say it ever again. I know Krishna. There's Tava Vibhutim Gochara, Manaso, Vapaso Vacho, Tava Vibhutim Gochara. Everything about Krishna is beyond my experiencing capability. Right? My mind, my words, my intellect. Krishna is beyond all of that. So unless he descends to me, I can't understand him. Right? Unless spiritual realization is given to me, I can't get it. And I went to a room and I studied diligently for so many years, and I learned Bengali and I learned Sanskrit and I learned this and I learned that and I learned so many things. Then I understood Krishna consciousness. Never. You'll never understand it like that. Ever. But with a drop of mercy, you can understand it. And that drop of mercy is a very wonderful thing. When Mahaprabhu went to Puri the first time, when he arrived, he fainted in the Jagannath temple in ecstasy when he saw Lord Jagannath. The ecstasy of seeing Lord Jagannath overwhelmed him. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who was the leading scholar in Puri, he examined Mahaprabhu because the people came, like the temple people, the temple authorities,